Thank you, sir. When we first met her, Jessica Biel was a minister's daughter on the hit series Seventh Heaven. She is now heaven-bound once more, only this time going like Mach 10 with her hair on fire. She is in the new movie Stealth, and Jessica takes to the skies as a fighter pilot. When the military experiments with artificial intelligence inside the cockpit, it turns into an ultimate showdown. Man and woman against machine. And Jessica Biel joins us this morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good to have you here.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
You did this movie with Jamie Foxx. Then he wins the Academy Award and becomes Academy Award winner Jamie Foxx.
Right.
Does he return your calls?
Yes.
Really?
He does. He has not changed a bit. He actually calls me more.
Is that right?
Yes.
That's good to know. It's refreshing that the success hasn't changed him.
It hasn't changed him at all. He's the same old guy.
But tell me about working with him. I know he was, thinking about Ray during this, and he's got a great voice, great musician, and you are a trained musician as well. So was it karaoke duels every night after work? Or?
You know, it actually wasn't. When Jamie gets on the piano, everyone just has to stand back and let him do his thing because he is just so good.
Is that right?
Yeah.
And did you have one with you on the set? I mean, was it a nightly thing?
You know, I think he travels with a keyboard, but he got on a piano when we were on the aircraft carrier and just jammed out a great blues tune for the sailors and everyone there, and it was incredible.
Well, it's good to know our aircraft carriers are equipped with pianos.
I know. Those guys need some kind of entertainment.
Absolutely. They're hard working. Well, let's talk about getting to know those guys, because you hung out with Navy fighter pilots for a while in preparation for this.
I did.
What struck you about these men and women?
I think what struck me the most is that they have such contradicting personality traits. I mean, they're adrenaline junkies, they're life of the party, they're sarcastic and witty and amazingly funny people, and yet they're also incredibly studious, incredibly educated, incredibly professional and serious, and they kind of have these, this amazing duality to them, and they're so cool. These people, I met them, I was just in awe of them.
I had the honor of flying with the Thunderbirds a few years ago, and you
flew with them?
Yeah, I did, and it was very exciting. But they're the kind of guys where you can feel the presence as they walk down the hallway.
Absolutely.
Unbelievable confidence that they're the best in the world.
Absolutely.
Now, you can't read in the car, I understand, otherwise you get violently ill.
I get very motion sick.
So how did you handle the simulators and all of this?
I didn't have an actual problem with our gimbal, which is what we call the cockpit, that flipped us around. Basically a human egg beater that we sat in all day, every day to simulate the flying.
Right.
But my two-axis rig, which is the machine that I use to shoot the ejection sequence, that made me sick every day. It twisted and turned, and I get really sick to go in circles like this, and that's just basically what it did to me.
Well, let's enjoy a little of your misery now.
Oh, let's do it.
Because Rob Cohen, the director of this, said he really wanted to see the fear flicker in your eyes, and here's a clip from Stealth. I don't know, just a suggestion? Pull the parachute.
If I pull the parachute too close, it's going to burn up my chute.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
See, I'm very trained.
You're trained.
I'm a professional.
I'm screaming at the screen, pull the parachute! Much easier ride down. Now, you were in amazing shape for this film, I understand, but then you went to another movie where your director actually encouraged you, you got to beef up for me, right? Tell me about this.
Well, let's see, I shot Blade and Stealth literally consecutively, so I was in incredible shape for Blade. So when I arrived on Stealth, I had the best training ever. I was ready to go, so I just kept up my training. But then after that, I went to, I did Elizabethtown and then Illusionist. And The Illusionist, I walked on set and my director said, you are not allowed to step 1 foot in the gym, because the Illusionist is period. It's 1900, and I had these big shoulders, wearing a corset and this beautiful gown. It just looked totally bizarre. So
Elizabethan butt kicker.
Yeah, it was very strange.
Very cool. Well, it was an honor meeting you, and Stealth, exciting stuff. It's Top Gun. There's a little bit of Hal from 2001 in there.
That's true. That's true.
And best of luck to you. Thanks for coming by.
Thank you so much.
And the movie opens in theaters Friday, July 29th, and tomorrow Jessica's co-star, Oscar winner Jamie Foxx, will join us live. Next up, 10-time Grammy winner Babyface performs live in Times Square. Come on.